Hey guys, morning guys. Hope everyone's having a good morning or evening or probably just waking up like me or you're just starting your day, the week. It's Monday morning. Could be Sunday for you, but you're basically going to start the morning um, for the week. Either it's today or tomorrow. So I hope everyone's having a good day. So the whole point of crypto is to get out of your day job. I mean, you can stay in your day job if you want, but once you start making significant gains or you have a significant portfolio, you don't need to go to work. All right. So that's kind of the end goal. Obviously, if you're just starting out, it's going to take some time, right? So this is kind of like what this channel is about. We want to encourage you guys to stay positive and keep stacking that Bitcoin, as well as have a bit of a dabble in kind of like what your choice of pain. So we're going to talk about quickly meme coins and stuff. A couple of these things that we talked about yesterday, as well as some new ones. I'm tracking this one now that's basically just launched. It's not doing too well, but it just goes to show you that it's not sunshines and roses. But let's just get to the um, chart here. We might go to entire screen so then everyone can see it. That way, if I forget to click the tabs, then you guys will still be able to see it. Yeah, Bitcoin 68 still, BNB 600, pretty much exactly the same as yesterday, and 165 for Solana. Trendings, or this always changes. Okay, so this gives these coins a lot of exposure because CoinGecko gets millions of views a day. Let's see. Let's just go and see if there's actually any. I can't even see if there's anything. Um, let's go and have a look and see if we're actually live. We should be live. Oh yeah, we are live. Actually, hang on. Can you guys hear me? Hang on. Okay. Yeah. No, you can't hear me. We're looking to the abyss there. All right. So basically, let's just talk about. Let me just do this. Yeah. So nothing really to talk about with Bitcoin. I mean, there's stuff always to talk about, but I mean, you can just pretty much look at the price and you kind of like know, like straight away, right? Not really much to talk about. Yesterday we did talk about. Oh, here's another rug pull. These rug pulls are happening quite a lot, and you have to be mindful. Um, and this is another one, cat packs. So they basically piggyback ones that are popular, and then they just rug. And the reason they do it, how they do it, is because they have a lot of the supply. So even though the liquidity might be high, that's not always the case, because you can see um, just look at the chart. There's all buyers. There's no sells. That's how you can tell. It's pretty obvious, right? Now, yesterday we were tracking some meme coins. Let's see how they went. Um, First of all, Ross. Okay, we talked about this one yesterday. Um, yeah, I'm just seeing if I. Yeah, yeah, we are recording it. Yeah, well, we are. Okay. Um, Yesterday I talked about Ross Elwich. Yeah, it did okay, but it never really it started to go down, never really recovered. I mean, it did do like a two peaks here, but these things don't have a momentum. People dump, volume goes down. They kind of like start to just mature. If they're good communities, they'll come back. But if they're not, that would just die very fast. Another one that we had, so that's Ross, that still kind of around, not quite 1 million market cap. I don't know what's going to happen with this one in the future. It just depends again on the community. The narrative is what drives it, and the community gets behind it. This one did die. Remember we talked about these two? This one was like a spin-off of Ross. It was Russ, but it's just like a degen version of it. This one just completely died. It's like 5.2 million market cap and only 8K liquidity. There's still 252 four holders, so that one just completely died. That's not doing too well. This one here, this was another example of actually, yeah, this one here was another example of a rug where there's like here within, this thing was only like 4 hours old and it was already 427 million market cap. It was just, yeah, it was just like had no social. You can't really, hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, had no socials. It had just nothing. It was just a rug waiting to happen. And then literally like a day later, um, yeah, the day later it rugged. So you can easily spot these rugs. You just have to look at the, not so much the holders because they can disguise that, but you just look at the socials. You just look at, you know, how do they get 4 point something million in only like 4 hours? 432 million or something like that. They just dumped a whole bunch of money and pretending that there was volume there or market cap, and then people bought in, and then they dumped on everyone. See, so this one here was just a complete rug. That's how you can tell. You have to be, um, you just have to be able to know and spot these rugs. Okay. Um, okay, one that is just launched. Literally, this was on Pump.Fund. This literally launched like 5 minutes ago before I started this live stream. And I found this one just going through the um, King of the Hill, which is basically the top of the page, the home page. KOH they call, or it's King of the Hill. So it'll appear right smack bang here, and that's how you know it's a it's trending. Okay, there's another one here. The Book of Tucking. So this is another one. So it's 82%. So you have to be careful on some of these because sometimes they wait till they're 99% and then there's like an orchestrated dump. But that's why you have to look at the narrative. If the narrative pushes it, might work. But if we go back and look at When Moon, this one has a good narrative because it's like obviously it's When Moon. The dev's still got 3%. So a good thing as well. If you come back here, um, you'll be able to, you should be able to check the wallets after. This should show the stats after it launches. I'm pretty sure it does. It shows you the devs wallets, like if they've dumped or not. But you can also track the dev wallets anyway. Just go into Soul Scan. So this one here is now trending up. I had a look at their Telegram. Their website's pretty ordinary. Like this launched here like 5 minutes ago. This is like got 44K liquidity. It's so new. It's stupid. Sorry, 44K market cap. That's how freaking new it is. But it's got an all right narrative because it's like When Moon, right? Everyone wants to know when Moon is. So the narrative is catchy, right? So this one could have potential, and that's kind of like the difference. I had a look at the website, When Moon, and it's pretty ordinary, just a very basic website. But everyone kind of knows, looking at this, what it's about. It's got this kid. I don't know who this kid is. If you know who this kid is, let me know. But yeah, it's pretty obvious. And then if you go to the Telegram group, it's pretty active actually. They've got a what I might do is I might close this down. See if I can find the Telegram group on web for you to show, so that I can show you. Yeah, let's have a look at the web version so that I can show you. So they've actually got a live stream at the moment. Um, yeah, they've got sells coming in, buys coming in here, and they've got they have, well, they did have. Hang on a second. Maybe it's not showing because I'm on my. Hang on, where is it? Yeah, okay. You can't see it for some reason. It's not showing on the web version, but they actually have a what do you call it? Put web chat at the moment. There's 45 people in the web chat. I might just join and see if you can hear the audio. Okay, there's a lot of swearing. Oh man, there's a lot of swearing, so we might get off that. But yeah, the buys are coming in because this, like this. Oh, there's another one that took some profits. There's like a bunch of people that just took profits there. But this actually when it launched on Pump.Fun, it just went up, went down, then it's coming back, and then some people took profits. See, the thing with this is if you or any coin, like just pretend this is like XYZ coin. It doesn't not saying buy this at all. I'm just saying like what happens is when in the right in the beginning, people take profits and they just exit. And um if they don't if they hold and they wait till it gets to a significant market cap, then they take profits or just take their initials out. This is going to be better for any project. Whereas what people do is, as soon as they can see the amount of money they've made in their wallet, they just dump it. They just dump completely at once instead of like siphoning it off slowly. Obviously, it's not going to make a difference because um, you know they're going to sell anyway. But just to do it gradually. But you can see here now a good way to tell that about these meme coins is whether the price is going to go up or down. It's 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 what you do is when you're on Deck Screener, have a look on the right hand side. By default, you'll see the listing here. So now they've paid for the listing. So the good thing about this one is they've paid for the listing to put to this, like the Twitter, the website, and Telegram. You have to pay like 3 Sol to do this, so it's not cheap. So that gives some sort of credibility, but here it's struggling, right? Because people are dumping. So what you know, a good way to tell, obviously, if this keeps on going up, is look at the volume. Look at the volume is 123K. Like that's 24-hour volume because obviously it's only like 15 minutes old. 6 hour chart, 1 hour chart. But let's just say it's established, right? You can look at the price, and you can look at the volume on the 5 minute chart, and that's how you can tell whether potentially the price is going to go up or down. Because of the volume. Like, so if you're trading this, you can, let's just go and have a look at an example. I don't know, maybe a DJ Cat. Um, Probably not a good example, but so if you're into trading this or you want to see if the price is going up or down, what you got to look at is the volume. All right. So generally speaking, like 1K volume is not much. It's very little. This has got to be like 7 or 5 or 7 or 10K. If it's doing like 10K volume in 5 minutes, the price, there's tons of buyers. Now it's also going to register the sell orders as well because volume includes buy and sell. But if this is high, if the volume is high, it's always a good sign that that it's going to trend up. That's really kind of like if you're trading this, that's all you want to know. But like here, the volume's only 2.1K. It's very little, right? So if we go back here, volume's 5.7K. So there's tons of volume, probably a lot of sell orders as well. But if this goes to like 7 or 8K, then it's a good chance that this is going to trend up. See, so people see this is never going to see if people keep on dumping in this coin, they're never going to take off. So initially, like there's only 247 holders, but if everyone just jeets, basically This is never going to get it's never going to get off the ground because people are taking too early profits too early. They should just be waiting. So yeah, this one's going to be interesting. Just watching it, like and I'm looking at the participants. They got a little community. They got 220 members. They got raids going on, stuff like that. Okay, start to be a little green candle there. Yeah, so this is the thing with these um you know ones that launch. They just initially they need that the people need to hold. Like here's another one. Let's see. Did you know that uh what there was one recently that was on Pumped Up Fun. Oh geez, I can't remember the name. Maybe I've saved it. It was on Pumped Up Fun and it mooned. Um, there's been a couple like Shark Cat. There's been Michi was another Pumped Up Fun one. Okay, Michi was that did astronomical numbers. Oh, there was Dog. Then there was Cat. Cat's I think Cat's another one. Maybe Cat was one. I can't remember. See, So can you see the volume? See if you go to Cat, right? Have a look at the volume. In the 5 minutes is 100K. Now it's still trending down, but you want to see that the volume's up if you're trading this. Let's go back here. Oh, it's starting to go. See, this is struggling because people are taking profits. It's dumb. If you're if you're trying to get this off the ground, if you want your bags to be worth a lot of money, you can't dump within the first at least day. I would say. Take your initial out after, but wait till that liquidity grows. So they're struggling at the moment with this one. Let's see. Please buy. Cancel tracking buys on this group. All right. Maybe they're talking about this. But yeah. So they can't like if they dump too early, it's never gonna take off. So cat yeah, this 9.1 million like a market cap is very hard to do. Um it's not easy. Okay. I've been looking at this one here. This one's dumped. Oh, this one's dumped big time. It was up 249%, so it has done negative numbers in the last 6 hours, but it was up. It did hit a big one. Oh yeah, and also you probably know that, or you may not know, there was a compromise with one of the base tokens, which was Normie. So this one here, rugged. Oh, they it was exploited, and it basically went to zero. Like it was really bad. It was like 13 cents, and then it went to 0.0000 something. Like literally, people would have lost thousands. Anyway, it's Go Plus is token is flagged as a honeypot normie. So this one's a big. You could probably see the socials on this one. This one was a big coin. It was like right up there in volume. Um, and then it just rugged. It just rugged. Um, okay, Normie Migration 2 is now live. So you can, well, at least the team's doing it. But usually when this happens, once like from based off my experience that I've been in crypto for, yeah, like I've never seen a project come back. I've never seen a project come back. Once it rugs, that's it. All the trust is lost. People aren't going to invest back into it. Only the you know, hardcores, but it's never gonna recover to where it was. I mean, you could say elephant is recovered a little bit, but generally speaking, like not like 99% of them don't make it back because of the trust is lost. because you've invested in something, it's rugged. Why are you going to invest in it again? Like, you're talking about your money here, so you just move on, right? So I think this is it for Normie, um, which is because Normie was a big one. If we go have a look at the base tokens, Boomer's still okay. Boomer's down as well. Probably some people got nervous with Normie, but actually, Boomer's actually a really good project. So maybe some good buying opportunity there. Um, and there was another one too, Daddy. This one is it's done 53%. Actually, it's gone up quite a bit. It's still less than a million. This one is by this YouTuber called Crypto Journey. So he created this coin. It's called Daddy, and it's on base. Um, a bit like you guys remember Chaka Crypto? Chaka Crypto created Nico. Chaka Crypto. This guy here, he created Nico. Um, came out 4 months ago. And the reason why Nico was successful is because he basically did what Turbo did. So Turbo is like the kind of like one of the Turbo wasn't the original one. The original one was probably um, GameStop with Roaring Kitty, but he did it for with stocks, right? So that people have taken that model of being completely transparent, showing their portfolio, holding, and then people buy into it. Now that's what Chaka Crypto did was, well, what Turbo did was, um, Turbo did the same. Turbo launched his coin and did a complete um, transparent thing. He started with no money, and then he basically said, "Look, I'm creating a coin. You guys want to get involved? It's completely transparent, and that's it now." So Turbo's been very successful. Um, so go and watch that video of Turbo. Like this dude is an Australian guy actually. So this one has been very successful. It's 354 million. He sold his bags, I think, but I think he still has some. Um, and then Chaka Crypto used the same model. Let's see. Yeah, Chaka Crypto did the same model with Nigo, and then basically Chaka Crypto was a newbie under. He wasn't a newbie. He wasn't under, but he was just like a newbie in Daddy's one. Where was it? Yeah. So where is it? Yeah. So this guy here, he's got like 30,000 subscribers. Crypto Journey. Chaka Crypto um, was actually in Chaka Crypto was actually in Daddy's YouTube, like just as a nobody, and then he started a YouTube channel. And then he started a coin. He started a coin first. Now Daddy kind of saw him, or not saw him, but would have seen him, um, and then started his coin. So yeah, it's kind of like this dude first was encouraged to start a crypto YouTube channel by Daddy, but he created a coin first, and then he copied Daddy. Well, didn't copy him, but he did one afterwards. So Daddy's one that's probably taking off now. Um, yeah, probably this is going to take off more because of Normie. See, so this one's taken off now. It's 700 and something. So again, the transactions are down. So there's only like the volume is really small, but the price is going up. Let's go back to when and see what's going on here. Okay, see, this is not going to go anywhere because people keep on dumping. Like they had a nice candle up here and then people dumped again. So this is the problem with these meme coins. If they don't hold, people don't hold in the beginning. It's never going to take off. It's just going to die, and um, it's just the way it is. It's people are taking two profits too early, and the project never gets going, and it just dies. That's what we saw with. Let's see. Yeah, what we saw with. I think, yeah, Russ. Russ was one that kind of it never it never got off because it too many people dumped. Yeah, see, yeah, it was doing well initially, right? When it first launched, this was yesterday. Initially, it was doing well. It went up. People just took profits way too early. Like this is a span of 2 hours with a coin being 2 hours old. You got to hold like the first day at least, and then people just took profits and then it just died. You know what I mean? So this is what happens when you take profits too early. Or I get it. People want to get their seed money out, but like you know, if you can't, yeah, if you can't stay in it long enough for it to actually, uh, you're hurting your own bags. Um, but there's so many choices out there. Meme coins are launching literally every second on Pump.fun. Um, so there's no incentive unless there's a big community behind it, and people have to really stick together. I mean, there's literally just so many on Pump.fun. Like you can literally just get in and out of these things. There's no loyalty. But what's this one here? Yak's. Okay, so this one dumped. Oh no, it's only 20%. Um, but that's kind of like this is how these coins get to millions of, if not billions, you know, millions, hundreds of millions of market cap. Is because they um they stay. Okay, so this one bases, yeah, this one's doing back. I'd wait for a pullback if you're going to go into this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. One that has been doing really well, um, it did well yesterday. It's probably having a bit of a pullback now. Is um, oh, where is it? Can't find it when you want it. What the hell? I should have it in my little list. Oh, it's under political coins. That's why. Um, P Trump's doing well. It's crossed over 7.8 million, which is really hard to do. It's down a little bit, but yesterday it did a really solid pump, like 30%. So P Trump's growing. This one's still very early. It's like still only 326 liquidity, and but it's got 7.8 million. Like for it to get to like 3 million, 3 million to 5 million to 7 million, this is very hard to do. Um, so yeah, just it's on the way up. Don't forget as well. Oh yeah, our competition as well. So we've got our winners, and I'll send that sold today. I had to wait for the email. What I did was when I did the competition, I didn't put the Solana wallets in there, so I had to now have to manually do it. So I've got your information, guys, and I'll send the winners off today. For the Sol winners for that. But yeah, this is our buddy token. So we're still on Pump.fun. So yeah, we've got to get what are we 30%? We want to get to 100%. So if you want to get involved, guys, just join our socials, okay? Join our Telegram and join our Twitter. I'll put the link below to all this, okay? And get involved in the community. Like I said before, we've got a really solid little community. It's very tiny, but the good thing about it is when people join and they hold, this is what happens. People hold and say, you know what? So these people here now have held already for like weeks. So this is exactly what I want. I want people that um, will hold and won't sell, and that's the difference between like this and being like going into the multiples, hundreds, tens, if not hundreds of millions. When you see something like this, it's because people do not hold. They're not holding, right? You have to hold. If we can build a community in Buddy and people come in, right? You're about to get it at the cheapest price because it's on Pump.fun at the moment, right? Buy a bag, and then once we go to radium, because once this fills at 100%, just hold, hold for at least the first day, and then take your initial out, because then it'll pump. You can take your initial investment out, but just hold it for the next um, 2 to 3 weeks, month. This is where it's going to build up the liquidity, build up the market cap, and then once it gets to like a couple of hundred thousand, like 10, 5, 3, 5, 7 million, where like this one at the moment, this is when you can really start to take some profits. But the liquidity is 363,000, and the market cap is 7.8 million. So this one here, this is kind of like, this is like the spot where, I've looked at so many of these meme coins that if it can get to this point, then it's like the hardest part is to get through like to 1 million and getting through the first day, and then the first 24 hours, right? But if it can get through the first 24 hours and the only way to do it is if the community holds, then it's like different like stages, and then the next one is like getting to 1 million, and then getting to like 1 or 2 million or 3 million. For it to get to this is extremely hard. But then once it gets to like 3 to 5 million, 7 million, then it's got some traction and it's got some volume. So when JEETs dump, it can sustain it. But here, it's too many JEETs are cheating now. It's never like, look at it, 17K liquidity, 28 markup. It's never good. This is never going to go because there's too many JEETs. So you kind of have to go through all this to get all the JEETs out. But this is what I'm saying with Buddy. We've got a really solid little community. It's very small at the moment, but this is what we're kind of like building this organically, so slow, but still, right? We're getting the right people, and then we just hold like a mother, and then this is where you're going to see these massive gains. This is how you get your gains. This is when it moves up, moves up, moves up. Because if you see all the big coins, how do they get to that stage? It's because the community held. Take profits. I'm not saying don't sell. I'm just saying just have that delay gratification, because it's going to be the difference between you making $100 and you making 100 grand. Is if you just hold, you will. That's going to be the difference. So Daddy's doing well. That's a good one. It's building well. Not quite 1 million yet. It's had a bit of a pullback. Go back to when. See, it's still struggling, right? Still struggling to get up. Let's go and have a look at some news. I forgot to mention, actually, Gummy is now, they've got this new thing with Gummy token. Probably should have told you this in the beginning, but if you're a investor in Gummy, then you already know this news. 6 hours ago, they posted this thing where you can do lockup. Now, initially, they didn't have a lockup, so you can just earn the points and then just sell at any time. But now they're going to do a lockup. Now it's mandatory. Sorry, not mandatory. It's optional. It's not mandatory. And you're going to get 2x your points. So you're going to double your points if you lock up, and you have to lock up till the 1st of July. July, May, June, July. So it's like a solid it's a solid month and a bit. May, was it now? We're in May, 27th of May, June, 1 month, July. So it's just like 1 month, 3 days, but you're going to get double the points. So this is going to be for those that are like really want to get their points, racked up for baked. Then this is what you do. I'm not sure how it's going to work, because maybe if you lock it up, then, because I'm not sure when the bake thing's going to be done, so I'll have to have a look at that to see when you get your bake tokens, when the snapshot is taken for bake tokens. Because if you're still locked up, you're not going to get your bake tokens till afterwards. So that's kind of like one of the things. But they're basically doing it like very similar to uh, bonk bonk rewards, whereas you lock it at 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. Like 1 month is a 1x multiplier, 3 months is a 1.1x multiplier, and 6 months is 2x multiplier. 1 month. Yeah. See, so the longer you lock it up, the more points you'll be with. This one, it was basically 2x, not points. This was actual rewards. So if you locked up 1 million, oh, that's not much. If you lock up, say, 100 million bonk, you get 200 million. That's basically it. So that, but these are points. So points are different. They're not the same as actual tokens. This was basically double your money. So this has been very profitable because um, bonk bonk is basically double its value. See, so if you look at bonk in the last 3 months, well, let's go maximum. See, look at bonk. See, bonk is every time it's hit an all-time high, we're pretty much boom, and then big peak here, big peak here, and then it's going up again. So, yeah, 6 months ago, if you locked it up, you would have, yeah, you would have, your earnings are up way. You probably like 4x your money. I don't know the exact amount. Say there, 38. Wow, you've like 5x or 6x or even 10x your money. 4 zeros. Way more, way more. So don't forget you're getting like 2x. So not only is the price of bonk going up, like say 10x, but then also you're getting double that. So you're getting double what you put in, which has gone up 10x. Can you see how powerful that is? So yeah, those people that locked this up for bonk, oh man, they done the right move. Now I'm not saying this is going to be the same for gummy, but this is kind of like what they're trying to do. They're trying to do this lockup thing. This, the lockup is good for gummy long term. Um, yeah, see, so I don't know what. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of questions actually. People lost gummy on staking. So yeah, I have to probably look and find out questions that they have. People have questions, obviously. Oh, I have to read all the questions. I think how this works is my gummy can do 35 days like summer camp. If Yeah, probably have to ask some questions there on how that actually works. But I'm assuming that once you lock it up, once you click this button, I don't know why you'd unstake. You just have to click this button, I guess, and then it just starts to multiply your points by 2. I don't know why people would unstake it. No, I'm just assuming that's what happens. So a lot of questions here. I unstake, relocked, all the points are safe, save. I can vouch for this. It's not working. 800 times. Um, yeah. Anyway, so have to probably find out what the hell is going on with like the questions with this one. But just be careful because scammers post stuff in the comments, and people easily get click the wrong link. But yeah, interesting. And also they're attending meme Memecoin is called Memecoin Memecoin LOL. So this is a thing that's happening in Lisbon. It's called Meme. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Memecon. So this is a conference just for meme coins. It's crazy. Um, and it's going to happen in Lisbon, which is Portugal, on the 28th and 29th. So literally tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And this is a meme con, a conference about meme coins. All right. Um, okay, that's interesting. Looks like a knitted Pepe bikini. That's interesting. Um, so yeah, meme coin. There you go. A conference about meme coins. Interesting. That's crazy. So Gummy, the Gummy are going to be there. So Gummy's going to be there and get more exposure. So that'd be good. Um, let's go back to when. Yeah, see, this is never going to take off because um, the people are selling. They're not holding their bags. There's 29 in the chat now. The chat's gone down from like 45 to 29. People are not holding their bags. That's what happens, guys. Yeah, that's what happens when you build a community too fast. You know what I mean? When you see, this is the problem with these meme coins. One of the biggest problems is they build it to build a community. You need to uh, create relationships and you need to band together as a group, right? But when you do it the opposite way around, which is basically create the meme coin first, then create the community first, second, this is not going to work, right? It's not going to work. Why? Because um, the community is what holds it together, but you've just created the relationships and you've created that after. So you have to do it first, even though it's not the best. It's very very slow. Um, so that's what we're doing here. Like through this process, painful process, okay, because it takes time. Even though we're launching on this, what we're actually doing is we're building community that are banding together, right? So when we launch this, when this coin launches, right, you're going to get rock bottom price and it's going to go to radium. And hopefully these people that have been with us for like the last 2 months are going to hold, and your bags will moon because it's all about the community. They must hold. So we're kind of like doing it the proper way, even though we've already done the fair launch. But the fair launch is slow. But this is kind of like it's the what's it the it's even though it's frustrating for people and it might be people might get impatient. This is actually the correct way to do it. Why? Because we're building up resistance. We're building up where the people that want to be in it are the ones will stick around, and it's finding the right people. It's literally just finding the right people through this process. And this is very important when you want to start the meme coin because initially you need everyone to hold. It's not going to make it to 1 million. It's just not. And this is a perfect example of a meme coin that is not going to make it because the community was built after, and they don't care. There's no loyalty, right? They don't, they don't understand the project. They don't understand what the people are trying to do with it. All they come in is they came in 5 minutes ago. They see profits and they go. That's the difference, right? So that's why you got to build these communities right because I understand what your vision is, what you're trying to do. Like we're trying to help dogs. You know what I mean? there's heaps of things planned for this, but I can't tell you everything because it's not going to make sense. There's no point telling you stuff that we haven't done. We're going to do because we haven't done it. Like we have a bigger vision for it to help dogs, but also other ways to create that income for our token holders. So if we ever get, I mean, we will eventually launch, but we're finding the right people now. So through this whole process of, through this whole process of, you building this community. The people that won't hang around will just cheat out, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're finding the right people through this process, even though it is laborious and it is, um, you know, it can be very frustrating for people to wait this long. But it's the correct way, guys. Just trust me. You have to. Sometimes you just have to, trust the process, and the process is gonna, life teaches you wonderful things, even though you don't think it's wonderful at the time. Just it is. Okay, so here is a perfect example of how not to do a meme coin. Even though they're struggling, like now they're at 28 participants, one more person left. They're struggling. They're doing all the right things. They're doing raids, Twitter raids. They're literally like right now. I'm watching this live, and they're literally it's like a person that is treading water in the ocean. They're literally just treading water. There's no islands within, you know, 100 miles. And they literally are just treading water. Um, because if they don't um, band as a community and they don't hold, they're going to eventually sink and die. And that's exactly what's happening. They do, but they're giving it a good shot. They're doing Twitter raids. They're doing um, the voice calls, like a live voice call with 30 people on there now. So they're pumping hard to stay alive, but they're treading water because eventually they will sink. If the people don't band together, look at it now. It's going down even more. It's because people are cheating out, right? It's like sad to see this happen, but happens like literally every single day of the week, hundreds of times, thousands, if not thousands of times a day. Literally happens thousands of times a day. See, look at the volume. 5 minute volume is only 557. This is not looking good for this coin. It's literally going to die. Literally, it's on the verge of dying right now as we speak. And it's sad, but this is what happens, guys. If you don't build a community first, you are going to die. And that's exactly why, even though Buddy is slow, right? When we get to a point where we're at radium, I know that those people are going to stick with us and they're going to hold their bags. And when they hold their bags, the price is going to go up and they're going to reward themselves greatly. So check out Buddy Token. We're trying to build this the right way, even though it's the most frustrating way to do it, but it is the right way to do it. And this is how you get. This is how you get into the difference between making $10 or $20 or $100, and the difference between thousands, 100 grand is by holding. So yeah, these are the lessons that we're getting shown right now, live right now with this token. So hopefully this can do well, can come back, but it's not looking good. Look at the volume; it's $334 in like the last 5 minutes. Not looking good. Yeah, So we'll see what happens. I'll do a report on this, just as I did a report for Russ and Ross yesterday. Russ died a death. Maybe this one, I don't know. Hopefully it can come back, but it's not looking good. So I'll report on this tomorrow. I might just go to quickly see if there's any questions. Yeah, like I said, Dave. Like once these coins, once they, like that's 101. They shouldn't have done like that's 101. I don't know the full story, but you're telling me that they could mint more coins. So they didn't have that function disabled. So someone hacked it. I'm assuming someone hacked that and minted all those coins, and then obviously once they had the coins, they could just dump the liquidity, right? They could just drain the liquidity, and that's what they did. So you know, how did this? Like, it's so obvious that the team. How did they have this function? It's like 101. It's like the first thing that you ever check when you're doing a contract. The devs know they should have the mint authority frozen, or so they can't mint any more tokens, and the LP should be burnt, so they cannot access the liquidity again. All right, these are 101. These are, and they didn't do that. So that tells me that the team is incompetent. Someone hacked it. How the hell? This should be a multi-sig, or how the hell did they hack it? These contracts and these smart contracts can't be hacked unless it's socially hacked, or someone has access to the private keys, or someone has access to the wallet. Uh, but that mint function is 101. It's incompetency by the team. They should have that function disabled immediately and never being able to revoked it. So in my opinion, this is unacceptable. This is like devs should 101 work. This is their bread and butter. You know what I mean? It's like a carpenter. Like, you're a carpenter, you got the tools, and your job is to build a house. And the first thing you do is to put the base down. Sorry, if you're a builder, the first thing is to put the base down, right? You lay down foundation. The foundation's got to be properly done and level and square. And if it isn't, guess what? The whole house is going to be all wonky, right? That's your job. That's your profession. These devs, whoever's running the show, that's their job, their profession. They know this. So to me, it's incompetency. And once this happens, um, they're never. It just sounds sus to me. It's never going to come back. It very rarely comes back. Like, why would you put, if you invested $500 into this and you lose it, now you're going to migrate to a new one. Why would you put more? You just withdraw it and leave. These devs are incompetent. This is incompetency. It should not happen in this day and age with the technology you have. It should not happen. So, Normie, this is the shit that happens. I don't know what the market cap of Normie was, but it was massive. Like, I think it was like 300, 400 million. I mean, there's no way to check. I mean, I don't know. You probably check it, but I don't know what the market cap for Normie was back in the day. Back in the day, yesterday. Look at it now; it's 1 million. Holy crap! I wonder if there's a I wonder if there's a historical chart for market caps. You know what I mean? Like, here's the price, but hang on, no, there's the market. Oh my god! You just go click on price, then you click on market cap. Oh my god! There you go. I'm still learning, right? So yeah, the market cap was 117 million market cap, 121 million. That's massive. That's like one of the biggest coins in the memes coin space. It's like probably top 20. Would have been top 20. That's how big Normie was. Oh my god, there would have been people that would have got smoked. They would have got smoked with this one. This is what I'm saying, right? This is incompetency. You got to do your research, meme coins, and then we go down to um, yeah, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Like, it was like top 25. Yeah, it was like top 25. So it wasn't massive, but it was big enough. So yeah, a lot of this money would be probably flowing now into the other ones. And also, it'll probably help this one as well. Remember, I talked about this one? I just had a moon and just dumped there. a little bit. So it'll help this one as well because of what happened with Normie. Um, People were looking for a new coin on base because they've already got their money on base. Um, but yeah, you could probably check the contract. I'm not really that familiar with base. Um, I'm just trying to check the supply for Daddy. But yeah, you know, interesting. This is what happens. This is what happens on every single day of crypto. Yeah, it's crazy. This is crypto for you. Oh, okay, it's base chain, base scan. That's what it is. I mean, you can tell I'm not. There's only 329.37 holders. That's not a lot. That's tiny. But that's okay. You know, these are the sort of things where you want to get. See, 332. So this is really early. It's less than a million. You know, let's look at the market. Let's look at the supply. Hang on, is that it? Oh, my bad. Wait, there it is. What am I doing with this one? Get rid of that one. Um, yeah. Oh, the supply is only 1 million. That's why the price is 89 cents. Because there's the price. Because the So that's a contract there. 5% he's holding. Shorting about 5%. It could have multiple wallets. So, oh, okay, that's interesting. So let's look at. Yeah, it's still pretty early actually. To be honest, this is too early. I mean, it's not too early. It's good if you got in early. Um, but yeah, this is actually pretty early. Actually, I wouldn't say too early. I would say this is probably primed because of like we know who it is. Like it's not going to rug because of um who the person is. It's the person's public, right? Let's go back and look at when one more time. That's it. It's dead. It's dead. It's not going to recover from here. Maybe some miracle, but there you go, guys. So you got to build this community first. That's what we're trying to do, buddy. We've got to build the community first. And then once we build the community through this process of building the community, even though it's slow, we know that people are going to hold, and then that's when it takes off. Because if people hold, this is people don't hold. This is what it looks like here. Within the space of 2 hours, a coin is dead. That's what we don't want. So yeah, I guess by doing it this way, it's kind of like that's the silver lining to it. Um, you build things too fast, this is what happens. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Dave again, always there commenting, and guys, have a good day. Hope you're having a good week, and or got to go to work or whatever. Have a good week, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.